Just think, one of your loved ones catching a fever and you have to sit there and watch them slowly and painfully die. This is what is happening in Africa with the Ebola outbreak. With cases spreading into the United States and Spain, and worldwide news coverage, we decided to give you an inside look on Ebola. In this video, we will cover the history of this disease, the effects, the treatments, and the outlook.
First, I will go over the history of the disease. In 1976, in Zaire, Africa, a virus developed and it was named the Ebola virus. Not ever finding out where the virus developed, its name was originated from the Ebola River in Zaire and hasn't changed. Within the first year of its existence, the Ebola virus infected over 600 people and took the lives of over 430. Ebola takes form in 5 different viruses: Zaire, Bundibugyo, Sudan, Thai forest, and Rastan, but only the Zaire virus can cause the most damage to people. The Rastan Ebola virus, which has only caused severe illness in animals, has only shown in the United States a few times and only infected 4 people who recovered shortly after. The virus takes the name of these countries because this is where the outbreaks took place. Since the beginning of the Ebola virus, by 2013, it had affected over 2,350 people and took the lives of over 1,540 of them. In 2014 alone, the Ebola virus has affected over 4,655 people and has taken the lives of over half of those infected. Next, I will discuss the effects on people infected with Ebola. The Zaire virus is the only one of the 5 viruses that causes the hemorrhagic fever, which in most people caused fatigue, fever, vomiting, or diarrhea, and in some people have also experienced chest pain, difficulty breathing, and bleeding internally and externally. Ebola does not take effect on people who are asymptomatic or immune, or who have previously recovered from the virus. But the effects of Ebola are not the only physical, but they are economical. The countries that Ebola started in were already very economically poor. When the virus hit, there were not enough facilities to house the infected or critical people in, nor were there enough tools or equipment to help the sick. The virus affected these countries' money and medical issues tremendously. Other economic effects were tourism and regional trade. Because of the virus, tourism has slowed way down, which also brings in less income to the countries, and regional trade has almost diminished because no one wants the virus to spread through food or products made in the countries.
Now we will discuss the different types of treatments for Ebola. Since Ebola is a fairly new disease, no treatment has been set in stone. Another disadvantage it has is it is in a poverty-stricken area of West Africa. This causes big companies to shy away from it, knowing the fact that they are not going to make money. Ebola is also considered to be rare, another disadvantage. However, there has been strides taken for new experimental drugs. ZMapp, the experimental drug that cured 2 American citizens who were infected with Ebola, is a drug that uses antibodies from rats who were infected with Ebola. The antibodies are taken out from the rats and given to the humans. It is made by MAP Biopharmaceuticals in San Diego, California. Other experimental drugs are in the making, but as of now, the only real treatments that we have is to isolate the victim and treat the symptoms. We treat everyone like fever, hemorrhaging, and the only symptoms that we can know. Until a vaccine is created, it may be the only plan that we have. Now we will look at the outlook for Ebola. So what are we expecting? 5, 10, 50, a million cases in the United States? It's hard to say of now, but the CDC says that in West Africa, if not treated, Ebola could raise to 10,000 cases a week. They say that the magic bullet is an effective vaccine. This comes from David Nabarro, who is a UN special for Ebola. He stated, without worldwide help, Ebola won't be over quickly. As long as we keep a rapid response to Ebola symptoms in the United States, a Western outbreak is very unlikely. To slow and stop this epidemic, we need to have 70% of cases treatable. This means 70% of people need to be able to go into hospitals and get treated in Africa. If we keep this going up, Ebola will be over quickly and it will be nothing we need to worry about. However, if we don't treat this and we continue to not take strides towards proper treatments and proper vaccines, Ebola could be something that we are very likely to have an epidemic of. So what should we know about Ebola? The fact that it has a mortality rate of 70%, that it is said to have up to 10,000 cases a week if not treated, that there's been 3 cases in the United States. 2 of these were cured by the experimental drug ZMapp. Why is the federal government withholding drugs like ZMapp? Where is Ebola located? How did it start? How is it spread? These are all things that we need to look at as American people. Ebola is not something that we will be able to mess around with. If contracted in the United States, it is said to have a lethality rate of 50%. So 1 in 2 people will die if caught in the United States. But we can stop it. Wash hands. Avoid fluids from people infected. Totally avoid people who are infected. If someone says they're infected, stay away. These are all ways we can help keep Ebola out of the United States.
Over the course of this essay, we have gone over history, effects of the disease, treatments, and outlook. You can see that this is an ever-growing disease and something that we should be worried about. With cases spreading into the U.S., could Ebola be the next killer disease?